Thank you, Speaker. Vanakkam. I'm humbled to rise in the House this afternoon to speak to this important bill. And I first want to start by thanking the member for Scarborough Rouge Park for introducing this bill, and to all of my colleagues who have spoken so eloquently to it today. My community includes St. Jamestown and Regent Park, which are home to many Tamil constituents. In fact, these neighbourhoods, which are just a few blocks from this building, are the place where many Tamils settled when they first came to Canada. And while many folks have come as refugees, an entire generation of children has grown up in Toronto Centre and call our neighbourhoods home. Jarvis Collegiate is a high school in my riding and has many Tamil teenagers go through its doors and through our public education system. Tamil's Information is a local community newspaper that is based in my riding and creates a wonderful publication available to the Tamil Canadian community across Ontario and beyond. And while I'm grateful that many Tamil Canadians are able to call Toronto Centre home, I know that the history of their move to Canada is painful and drowned in violence and blood. The people of Tamil Eelam have suffered, and the history of mass disappearances and killings in Sri Lanka paints a dark picture of neglect and violence. This May 18th, just a few short days away, marks the 10th anniversary of the Mullawaikal massacre at the end of the decades-long civil war in Sri Lanka. Thousands of innocent Tamils, men, women, and children, were killed during the war, and for many, violence and persecution has persisted in Sri Lanka. As a woman with mixed Indigenous and settler heritage, I can relate to the struggles for self-determination and the fight to have histories of genocide, assimilation, and oppression recognized. I've seen the trauma that years of colonialism and cultural violence has brought to Indigenous communities and Indigenous peoples across this country. My own family has a history of adoption on both sides, and it's a testament to what happens when communities are shattered and when people are forced to leave their homes and their cultures behind. Speaker, I know that our communities are strong and resilient and will not give up the fight for peace and for justice. And that's why I'm proud today to stand in support of this motion to create an education week on Tamil genocide. And of course, I wish there was room to also explicitly name May 18th as Tamil Genocide Remembrance Day. Again, I'm so proud that our caucus and I support this motion and will continue supporting the Tamil Canadian community all across Toronto, across Ontario, across Canada, and across the diaspora internationally. Thank you so much. Miigwech.